Hi everyone, this is Night Warrior 82. I just want to let you know that you see an old comic book by Mike Groening called Love is Hell, and I remember this book growing up, but I don't want to talk too much. I was reading a lot of stuff back in the past, and in the 80s and stuff like that, and cousins got me into that, and I love my cousins, but the thing is that, and then I found out I used to watch The Simpsons too, but just submit, and when they were Mason, be honest about it, they used to think they were funny back in the day, and they had their stuff. I mean, they had some some stuff I was laughing at, the Halloween specials I look forward to and stuff like that. But the thing is that lately, and a lot of people have been putting videos out about them predicting the future and stuff like this, and everyone says predictive programming, and God told me that this whole predictive programming stuff, not to believe it. That's not, because I always know this, everyone, and God assures me this. He allows principality powers, pimps, to think the way they want to. Well, allow them to think the way they're thinking, because so one day when they do get popped by our Lord, it's gonna sting. Their pride's gonna be get hit, and they'll act like this. They believe it themselves too. They say, "Look at us, we can predict the future." No, they can't. God's allowing you to know certain things. That's what they say. And here's the Simpsons in a different way, and that thing kind of looks like death behind them too. Really interesting, by this different shade here of negative shade, with the boat and everything. But it's nothing more than it's meant to mislead. The Simpsons situation, it's meant to mislead all of us. Why this predictive program type stuff? It's not real. Because God's allowing these creatures, because God knows this already. God knows all the stuff what these creatures are doing. God knows all the realities. God knows all the realities of us folks too that serve Him, and those that don't serve Him. He knows all the good choices and bad choices we make before we even do them. The Lord knows. And here's something from, this is a psychic lady right here from Pee Wee Herman. Remember that scene, everyone, from Pee Wee Herman, when she was very much kind of like wanting to get money and stuff like that from Pee Wee. And pretty much she's saying she'll tell him more if he gives her more money. So it's like this, everyone. God told me, we all have DirecTV, we all have all this type of provider stuff like that, and we watch things like this. So when you watch it, guess what? We're doing the same thing. When we hear stuff like that, you're paying a psychic, one that's not a real psychic. They're just wanting, give me $50 and I'll tell you more. Same thing goes for anything like that people pay for a long time, for like Netflix or any other provider out there. You're going to be watching stuff like that. Guess what? Stuff like that's meant to mislead. Guess what? You just paid yourself somebody that is trying to predict the future. It's the same thing. Oh, and another thing, I don't know if I should do this, but this is an episode I saw on Netflix on Star Trek. I just want to let other people know, the principalities or anyone else who's listening that serve them. You know, it's really interesting, if it's okay to say this one. Thanks. There's this episode, the very first pilot episode. I don't know how long this video will last, but this episode where this alien was letting this guy know, his name was Christopher Pike, before Captain Kirk. Pilot episode, he was like, they were trying to mess with his mind, make him think he's in hell. And I think one of the aliens were saying that, they didn't believe, they were trying to like say it's a fantasy, I think they were. And it's like, here's something that my little Tony, that's what the principalities want to make themselves think. No, that's what the principalities want to make themselves think, that hell doesn't exist, because they haven't been there yet. Soon they will. This is encouraging, folks. Peace. May God bless you all. Peace.